Hi, you guys, it's Miss Arneson. I'm going to help you do lesson one. The reason I'm going to go through lesson one with you is so that you can see how all the directions are right there. You just have to pay attention. And sometimes the directions are not there. It's true. I'll miss something, and then you have to email me and be like, Miss Arneson, why is this happening? Okay, so here is the lesson outline that I mentioned. The directions say, note, an outline of this lesson is available in the document linked below called Lesson 1 for 112. So when you open this, it has a color-coded, basically, outline of what the lesson is. So all this information is actually going to be in your assignment in order. So you don't really have to look at this every time, but if you want to, because it helps you and you're like, okay, I'm going to break this up into small chunks. Here's my first small chunk. I'm going to do the warm up first, and then I'm going to go ahead and do this chunk. Like, you could do that too, because that might help you pace yourself. The most important part of the lesson outline is that it tells you how long a lesson should take you. So the warm up, I do not want it to take you a long time. If it's taking you 30 minutes to do the warm up, you're probably doing way more work than you need to. So that would be a time where you call me up and you say, Ms. Arneson, I don't understand, and then I help you, and then you just move on with your life really fast. If there's a lesson that's supposed to take you 20 minutes to 40 minutes and you finish it in 3 minutes, it means you probably did not do a good job. Like, you didn't really answer the question. So that's another important thing to look at in the lesson outline. Okay, the other thing, some documents are going to be down here, but the documents that you are going to type in are going to be in this corner, and you're going to click on them and it'll open it. This is a document that I made, but now it's available to you because it is, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to edit this lesson and it'll save it automatically, and then I can see it later on and grade it. Another note is that I can always see what is happening in this document. So if you want to call me up and say, Ms. Arneson, I am having trouble with the Chihuahuan Desert paragraph, I can actually, if you tell me what lesson it's in, I can open it and then I can help you like in real time and see what you're typing and help you edit or whatever it is that you need help with. So there's a couple of important parts of each assignment that I want to kind of go over. So I put these in blocks like the lesson outline. So like, here's the warm up, and then what comes after it is the warm up. So this says linked here is an image of a desert ecosystem. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. It says it's not the Chihuahuan Desert. Sorry, I can't find a good one. I think that it's the Sonoran Desert because of the cactus species shown, but almost everything in the picture can also be seen in our desert. Your warm-up is to look at the picture and write a few sentences describing the ecosystem. I do not want you to spend a lot of time on this, just describe what you see in the ecosystem. You need to write a few sentences. Okay, so let's look at this picture. Here it is, and what I want you to do is look at these things and then kind of just like, I don't know, if you know what this is, you could describe it. Some of these things are going to be like carnivores and herbivores. If you know that, write those things down. The reason I'm asking you this question is so that I can get some background knowledge about what you already know from your previous classes. Because this lesson is pretty much all review. You're supposed to have done this in 7th grade biology, but sometimes like you don't remember stuff, so it's kind of a nice review for you. Okay, foundational vocabulary. This next part of the lesson says go to this link, and I'm going to go ahead and open it just because it takes a long time. I'm going to open it in a new tab or it won't let me, huh? So there it is. All right, give me a second. Okay, it says take this quiz like it's flashcards. What I mean by that is you need to do it multiple times until you get the vocabulary words memorized. There should only be a few new ones. Most of them should be review. This could take you about 20 to 40 minutes, but you do need to know all of them. Please type below how many times it took you to get them right. Okay, well, I'm the science teacher, so like I already know all the words. So let's just say I did it twice. There's only 2 ways to do this. You can start it and it's going to give you multiple choice questions. So it'll tell you the word and then there's several definitions, or you can do it the flashcard way. I really do not care which way you do it. These are words like carnivore, herbivore, scavenger. Those are things that I know you've heard before, but they're a review and we need to remember what they mean. So that's why I've made this assignment. So you just do this. It'll save your progress. It'll show it to me so I can see what you did and how many times it took you and all that kind of stuff. But I want you to type it right here just so I know that you're reading the directions. Okay, next, this video, watch it. There's a quiz as the video plays. Make sure to pay attention. Okay, so I'm going to open this up. Okay, the first time you open it up, it might make you sign into your Google account. If you added to the class late, so like let's say that you didn't finish term 1 until 2 weeks after it was over, so you're starting this class 2 weeks late, you're probably going to have to email me and I'm going to have to add you to this class. And I'm sorry, I'll try to remember, but I can't guarantee that I'm going to. So this is a cool website that makes you watch the whole video. I believe you can do it multiple times so that you can increase your
Our
grade.
big, beautiful blue planet is in a complicated balance of life and death, predator and prey, friend and foe. The word ecology.
Okay, here's a question. Ecosystems are all about earth, balance, water. I already answered this question, so that's why it is already showing me. So I'm going to move this and I'm going to continue on to the next one.
Ecology literally translates to the study of home. Our home, planet Earth. The more specific definition of ecology is the study of the relations of organisms to one another and to their physical environment. It answers questions.
Okay, in order to conduct an ecological study, you need to study abiotic factors and biotic factors. Okay, if you are watching this video and you haven't done the lessons yet, you might be like, I don't know what abiotic and biotic mean. That's why you definitely need to do the lessons in order, because I do tell you in the flashcards what these two things mean. So I'm not going to watch this whole thing because that would be boring for you to watch me watch a video, but that's the third part of this lesson. Okay, the next part. It says, in this class we will be ecologists studying the Chihuahuan Desert system. Here's a link to an article that will introduce you to the ecological studies of our desert. You might already know a lot because we live in this desert, but see if there's something new to learn. If you would like to listen to the article as you follow along, here's a video of Miss Arneson reading it. Okay, so I have little videos of me reading articles when I assign you an article to read, unless the article is like, unless I know that it's an article that is a Lexile score for everyone at our school. So there's mostly videos of me reading the things that I want you guys to read. If you click on this, I also talk to you guys a little bit about it. Like in this class, there's something called, in this article, there's something called topology, and I'll explain to you what topology is. So you kind of get some little bonus information if you listen to me read it. Plus, you don't have to read it like yourself, so you might want to do that. Okay, here's the article. So I know I have to read it. I could also watch the video, but I'm not going to click on the video to watch myself reading the article because that would be real weird. Okay, so I can read this and I'm just going to go along. Notice that there's some sections. Nice. Okay, very beautiful. I like how there's these beautiful pictures of critters that live here in our desert because I'm a biology teacher, so I'm all crazy about the critters that we have. Okay, so it says make sure, oh, you are going to need to write a 5-paragraph, a 5-sentence paragraph that summarizes the article, so make sure you're paying attention. Okay, so if you want to take some notes, you can. You're not required to. I would probably take notes, and here's how I would do it. I would write one thing about each paragraph. So I would say, okay, a diverse desert, I would write one thing about it. Location, I would write one thing about that paragraph. And that would help me remember enough probably to write a paragraph. Okay, let's go back and it says, below you will need to write a 5-sentence paragraph about the Chihuahuan Desert. It will be like a short introduction. I do not want you to use any direct quotes or copy anything out of the article. Please just read the article and then write the paragraph about what you remember. If you don't remember anything, that might mean that you need to do it again, guys, and pay attention. Okay, in your paragraph, write one sentence about each of the following topics. If you remember location, diversity, climate, land, flora, and fauna, those were actually paragraphs in there. So you just need to basically write 1-sentence paragraph about everything that you read. Please do it in this box. I know that it's annoying, or I don't know, some people in the past in my class have been changing their answers. They've been like putting their answers in black and white and stuff, and I actually just want you to type them right here like they are in the blue. It helps me to find your answer really fast when I'm grading, so please do that. I will appreciate it. Okay, essential question connection. So this is going to be the last part of every lesson. It tells you what to do. It says open the syllabus for this class and take a look at the essential questions. So the way to open the syllabus is to go and in classwork, go back to the first assignment. It has the syllabus in it. I think this is it right here. Yes. And then it says go to the essential questions. So I'm going to look at the essential questions. which are right here. How do scientists understand and communicate carrying capacity? How are matter and energy cycled in biogeochemical cycles? How do ecological disturbances impact ecosystems? Okay, so I need to next figure out which question I think this lesson helps me answer and why I think it helps. Highlight the question and write your reasoning below in the box. Okay, so this is a really good opportunity for you to get bonus points. I'm only expecting like 3 sentences here, 2 or 3 sentences, but if you write a lot, then this is where you're going to get a lot of bonus points. So here are the 3 questions. It says highlight the question below and write your reasoning. Okay, let me look at these. How do scientists understand and communicate carrying capacity? Did this lesson have anything about carrying capacity in it? I don't think so. Let me look at my essential question here because this has more information on it. Graphs, we looked at a map. Climate, there was a little bit about climate, but I just don't think it's that one. So let me look at another one. How are matter and energy cycled in biogeochemical cycles? Okay, I don't know what that means. Nothing said biogeochemical cycle. Let me look at this. Matter and energy, aerobic, anaerobic conditions, chemical processes. That does not seem right. Okay, last. How are ecological disturbances impact ecosystems? This lesson used the word ecosystems a lot. So let me see if I think that one's right. Examples. Okay, so claim evidence and reasoning that complex interactions in ecosystems, they have relative numbers and organisms. Organism was another vocabulary and word in this one. Okay, so you know what? I think that this is the question that it helped me answer. Why? Because I recognized some things from it. So what I would do is I would highlight this one, and then I would explain why I think it's that one right there in about 2 or 3 sentences. Okay, that is about all I want to say about this lesson. The only other thing is right here, when you get these back, because once you turn it in, I get it, and then I can make little changes and give you comments. So let's say that you like really did not do well on this part at all. Like you did not write a good paragraph, okay? Then I'm going to give you tips on how to write a good paragraph. And you can redo it and then return it in and get more points. How do you know how many points you get in each of these sections? Well, I'll put a 10 right here. Okay, so when I'm editing it, I'll put a 10. Maybe on this one, the quiz says you got an 8.7, and it says on this paragraph, I gave you a 5. Okay, so what I would do, and then this part, let's say you did really well on this part, so I give you 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 10 plus 8.7 plus 5 plus 10, and then I'm going to divide that by 4. That'll be your grade on this assignment. So you get each of these parts have their own little grading scale. Okay, I want to make sure to show you how to turn in an assignment really quick. Right here, if you look, there is a button that says turn in. You can turn it in like that, and you can push turn in, and then it'll take you back to the Google Classroom, and it says you already turned it in. Once you turn it in, okay, you can't really fix it until I give it back to you, unless you unsubmit it. You can take it back and fix it if you're like, oh, I forgot to do blah, 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 I remember. But otherwise, when you get it back, I'll return it to you, and then you can see the comments that I made to help you improve your lesson. All right, guys, that's all. I hope you have a good day.